Guys, if you observe the Indian mobile market carefully, you will be able to see that Indian mobile market is way far dominated by Chinese mobile companies. And the first question arises in anyone's mind that how are the Chinese companies able to dominate such a huge market of Indian mobile industry? And the question here another is the companies like Realme, Oppo, OnePlus, IQoo and even the selfie expert Vivo all come from China, and the single company who owns these brands is BBK. And in this video we are going to study the case study of BBK only, and let us understand this different type of strategy which were applied by BBK, which helped it to grow in India and other countries of this world. So let us start this video without any waste of time. But before that, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe our channel for more such business case studies and educational videos for you guys. So let's start this video without any waste of time. Before understanding the different type of strategy used by BBK to empower the mobile industry, let us see the history of this BBK company, how they emerged in the first place. Well guys, story dates back to 1990 when the Nintendos and gaming consoles were becoming popular in the Japan itself, and no one was manufacturing them in China, and that's where the founder of the BBK, Doung Youngling, found an opportunity to establish the market of Nintendos and gaming consoles in China just by copying the Nintendos and making their own gaming consoles. And that's where he found opportunity and he started working upon that, and successfully he completed that Nintendo's copy and all that thing, and he created his own gaming consoles. Well, they became successful, and after that they launched the first company of BBK, which was Oppo. And here is the thing you need to understand. At that time when Oppo was started, they used to create just DVDs, Blu-ray players and even the LCDs and displays. They had no plan to create the mobiles of Oppo. They just wanted to create Blu-ray and DVD players. But eventually in 2019, when they saw the huge rise of telephones and mobile phones, they adapted with this growing world and they eventually created the Oppo feature phones. In 2010, Oppo feature phones were created, but here they saw something unique that most of the telecom companies or the mobile companies fail to understand, which is the need of consumers. If you see that Oppo basically focused on R&D materials, and it had a huge amount of extraordinary specifications within it, but the size of Oppo phones or the thickness of Oppo phones was way more higher, and it looked like a huge material to carry with anyone. And that's why after that they started the next company of BBK, and that was Vivo. Well guys, if you consider Vivo, they primarily focused just on the stylish looks of the mobile, which will eventually increase the style of the person who is handling that mobile. And if you consider Vivo specifications, they were actually less than the Oppo's phone at that time, because in reducing the size and making the phone thinner, they used to decrease the specifications and features of the mobile. But eventually they just launched Vivo to the stylish look of any phone and to make the style feel to the customers. But these phones used to come with a moderate price, and they were not even liked by other countries, and even the Americans or other countries were not accepting that phones as their primary device to use. But here the third strategy came in, where the company or the BBK established a new company known as OnePlus. Well, the reason behind keeping the name is just simple, because if you consider the names like Vivo and Oppo, they really are not able to put forth a proper brand name of any type of company. Well, if you consider the name OnePlus, it sounds like a typical American company which is a producer of premium mobiles only, and that's what the BBK did. They basically produced or created their OnePlus devices just for the premium users and just for the premium features. they used to compare their phones with the high class Samsung devices and lower models of the iPhone. Here is the thing you need to understand: iPhone and Samsung are the best in model in the mobile industry, and for their comparison, to compete with them, OnePlus came in with a brand new idea to just minimize the cost of the mobile devices with same features, same specifications, same megapixel of camera and all those things, same inbuilt with it, like the lower model of iPhone or the highest model of Samsung. They had all the features, but the important thing is they had the low cost than any other devices at that time. Well, here OnePlus was launched to make the flagship customers under the BBK only. After that, in 2018, they saw something unique in the mobile market going on nowadays, and that was the cheapest mobile devices running in the mobile industry. In 2018, Realme literally became the first most used mobiles in the India, and that's why the BBK also thought that we should also come something with the low cost mobiles, and that's where they launched the Realme. And the reason behind launching the Realme is crystal clear, that they just wanted to compete with EMI, and they just wanted to defeat Redmi in the mobile competition of the lowest or the cheapest mobile devices. And with that, they also just kept the online purchasing of Realme in 2018, just like the Redmi or EMI did. Well guys, if you understand the marketing strategy of the BBK, you will see that all the mobiles are just under one brand. They all are created in one factory. They all are governed by one council, and just because they have separate names, people become confused, or even people think that these brands are totally different from each other, and that's why they built a trust on one brand. But eventually the profit of any brand you take just goes to the BBK only, and people fail here to understand the strategy of BBK, that they have created different brands under just one name. This is what the Dabur had also done. I have also talked about this in the Dabur video, Dabur business case study, where Dabur has put 4 different brands under just one brand name, which is known as the umbrella model. I have talked about that umbrella model in Dabur's episode. But here you need to understand all the mobile companies of China, consisting the OnePlus, Vivo, Realme and the Oppo, are just under the one brand. And even the Vivo launched the IQoo just because Vivo itself wanted to create a unique brand in themselves only. I'll just explain it very simple for you guys. I have already told you that BBK has different brands like Vivo and all those things, but Vivo also wants to create their own brand under the Vivo title, and that's why they launched IQoo mobiles. But the question here arises that in just a few years, the whole offline mobile market was literally scattered by all these companies, because they had all the centers in major cities of India, like the Pune, Mumbai and districts, and also the Chennai and other regions. But how the hell are this possible? I mean, for the companies like Apple, Samsung, it took a huge amount of time to establish their centers in such major cities, but the companies like BBK established all these things in just a few years. So the answer of this question lies in a very simple thing done by BBK. Well guys, if you understand the strategy behind this, BBK exports all the goods from China and imports in India under one name known as O+. And in under O+, they just take all the mobile brands under them, and they make the delivery as like they have just one brand, and they did not explain about that they have different type of brands. And that's why Indian government use them low taxes and incentives on their imports in India. But guys, here is the main question of the video, that where is the founder of this company? I mean, nowadays for decades no one has seen him. Most of people believes that he is something in Czech Republic and other countries of Europe, but Here's the thing you need to understand: he is one of the largest Apple's private stakeholder, and no one even knows where is he nowadays. The most recent interviews of him from China are already in Chinese language, and they are also years back, and no one knows where he is nowadays. And that's why I have kept the thumbnail of the video that most extinct, or no one knows the founder of this company. If you learn something valuable from this video, don't forget to like this video and share this knowledge with everybody if this means a lot to you, and then subscribe for more such business case studies and different educational videos for you guys. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.